Hi guys, and welcome to another lesson where we're going to talk about networking power with Python and how to use different networking frameworks. And you may be interested in delving a bit deeper into networking with Python. If so, here is a short list of some of the more popular networking libraries available for download. First one is Twisted, which you can find here, twistedmatrix.com. And Twisted is a very large, very powerful, and full of networking goodness. However, it is also now functional with the Python 3. And if you're interested in doing some event-driven networking, Twisted is for you. There is support for SMTP, POP3, IMAP, SSH v2, and DNS is included. So if you always wanted to make your own email server, you can check Twisted out. That's a perfect match for you. So if you're interested in setting up your own SSL server, get Twisted, check it out. And the next is Tornado framework. Tornado is loaded as a web framework and asynchronous networking library, mainly made for larger applications that may need long-lived connections. Tornado uses non-blocking I/O and is perfect for WebSockets and long polling. So we put Tornado in the networking section rather than the web frameworks section because it's more focused on the networking side of web frameworks than on creating templates and making things pretty. Definitely check this out. And then you have the Gvent. So according to their own websites, as it says here, Gvent is a coroutine based Python networking library that provides a high-level asynchronous API. So when you do need to do some crazy coroutines across your network, you may want to take a look at Gvent. So now you should have an idea of the power and ease with which Python can be used to send and receive data across the wire. So if you're interested in any sort of data passing through Python, this lesson should have given you a nice jumping off point to go explore more and hopefully create interesting things with your discoveries. Python's community is full of helpful people, so if you happen to find a framework or library that you particularly like, join the mailing lists, the IRC channels, and any other conversations you can find. Contribute to those projects and help the communities grow larger and stronger. Participation in technologies that you find interesting or helpful not only helps the projects and the organization that is offering the technology, but it helps all developers who may need to use or want to learn that technology. So that's it, guys, for this lesson. So a summary for this section, and this is also at the end of this section. So we started off this chapter by learning about how Python works on the web. The front end of a web application consists of a browser that handles the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The middle layer, in this case, is Python. The backend houses your database. In our case, we use SQLite and web server. We also learned about APIs, application programming interfaces, which is the approved way for others to interact with an outside application without actually having access to the database itself. Next, we practice using a third-party API and the requests library. Along with that, we explored the technologies requests employs under the hood. Then using the Flask web framework, we took the lending library, gave it a web interface, and made it interactive via a web browser. And finally, we learned a few of the various easy ways we can run Python across the wire. So that's it, guys, for this section. And in the next section, we are going to get into the more advanced topics in Python, like testing, debugging, and error handling stuff. And we're also going to talk about what kind of specialization you can use Python for in the future. So see you in the next section.